Good evening, everyone. My name is Leon Collins, and today I want to talk about something that affects all of us more than we realize. The way social media quietly shapes our habits, our focus, and even our mental health. Now imagine this. You unlock your phone just to check something real quick, and suddenly 20 minutes disappeared. You didn't plan to scroll, you didn't even want to scroll, but somehow you ended up deep in a feed you didn't ask for. Now most of us don't realize how often this happens, and that's exactly why my stance today might make some people feel uncomfortable. See, many people are spending far more time on social media than they think, and it's quietly harming their mental health, productivity, and their sense of self. Now I want to let you guys know, I'm not here to attack social media or shame anyone for using it because I use it too and I enjoy it. But I've seen the way it affects me and the people around me. My goal isn't to argue, but to persuade you to recognize the issue so we can build healthier habits together. But before anything else, I want to let you guys know that this isn't coming from judgment, but from experience and research. As a student and a leader and someone who uses social media daily, I felt the pull of endless scrolling. I've caught myself comparing my life to people who post their best moments, and I noticed how quickly a quick break can turn into losing focus on schoolwork and responsibilities. Even my own screen time surprised me. Hours I didn't realize were slipping away. It's proof that this issue affects all of us, not just other people. But beyond my own experiences, psychologists and workplace researchers have been studying this for years. They found consistent patterns. They found that heavier social media use is linked to increased anxiety, decreased attention span, and lower productivity. Now, when I reference these studies, it's not to scare you, but to show you that this concern is real, measurable, and worth paying attention to. Now, let's talk about something that we've all felt but rarely admit. Social media actually creates an emotional cycle that's easy to fall into. You scroll through pictures of people who seem happier, more successful, more attractive, and more put together. Even if you don't mean to compare yourself, your brain does it automatically. And suddenly, you feel behind. You feel like you're not doing enough. You feel like everyone else is living a life you somehow missed out on. But here's the truth. You're comparing your real life to someone else's highlight reel. You're seeing the best 1% of their life and comparing it to the hardest parts of your own. That emotional pressure builds over time and drains you. It makes you feel like you have to perform your life instead of live it. And for many people, that feeling becomes normal, even though it shouldn't be. Logically, the effects are clear. Now I want to show you guys the dopamine cycle, social media cycle. This diagram shows how social media hooks the brain. A notification triggers dopamine, which is that quick reward signal, which creates craving. Craving leads to scrolling, and the cycle repeats. It's not accidental. It's designed to keep your attention. Studies show that there's a strong connection between heavy social media use and higher rates of anxiety and depression. Not because social media is evil, but because it's designed to keep your attention. Every swipe gives your brain a quick hit of dopamine, which is a reward. Over time, your brain starts craving that fast, constant stimulation. And when your brain is used to that fast, constant, slower things like studying, working, or even having a real conversation feels harder. There's also a simple cause and effect pattern. For example, more time online equals less time for real relationships, rest, and meaningful experiences. More notifications equals less focus and more stress. These aren't opinions. These are patterns that are backed by research and visible in everyday life. Social media is embedded into our daily routines. It shapes the way we think, the way we feel, and how we see ourselves. But when something becomes this powerful, we have to step back and ask, is it serving us or are we serving it? I'm not asking you guys to delete your accounts. I'm not asking you guys to stop scrolling forever. But I'm asking you guys to notice, pay attention, and set boundaries that protect your mental health, your time, and your peace. Because when we recognize social media overuse as a real issue and not just an individual problem, but a collective one, we can start building healthier habits to help us live more intentionally. Social media should be a tool that serves us, not something that quietly takes from us. And the first step toward that balance is simply acknowledging the impact it has. Now I want to thank you guys for my time and my take on social media overuse.